clear moonlit night. A steady wind fills your sails. Clear skies shine with the moon full and bright, and stars show your way. You are making good time. A signal flare is spotted. A red signal flare shot up from the shore, and that's the signal of I need help. It's a call for assistance. And if there were heroes around, they might get the ship to stop and investigate.
If only there were heroes around.
The key word there is if there were heroes around.
Is there any heroes out there?
I'm a hero. Let's stop the ship.
All right.
Drop anchor, quick!
So the sails are dropped and the anchor is set, and you set yourselves aboard a rowboat to travel to shore. And
Is our boat adequately secure?
yes, you've left the captain in charge there. Roberto has full control of the ship, and you have a loyal, trustworthy crew, well paid
Wonderful.
as well.
Excellent.
So yes,
Also, we think.
you guys are used to me running Call of Cthulhu. I understand that. Call of Cthulhu is a game where you get messed over and wrecked pretty badly. This game, I'm empowered to say yes to almost everything you ask.
Can I have $1 million?
Yes. Yes, you can. Which character were you playing? Ennio. Yes.
Ennio.
So your parents have a vault, and it is full of gold equivalent to $1 million. There you go.
Oh, yeah. Thank you.
But there are other people out to get that money.
There's something else there.
All of a sudden, a tentacle monster emerges from the depths.
So you're all aboard this rowboat, and as you're watching, another flare shoots up. This one behaves strangely, though. It stops at the top of its flight and then travels at right angles. And then it's like a flaming ball of lava the size of a fist racing down, shooting down at you. It is getting closer and closer and closer, and then it stops in front of you. It stops dead in front of you and just hovers in place. And then another and another and another. Soon you're surrounded. There are 6 of these things around you. Now, there's one blue one shoots in, and it takes shape of a blue merman. And the merman says, "Hello, cuties," and smiles. And this is where we'll pick up the scene. And I'll start explaining the rules to you. I will allocate you each a play area, a play mat on the table there. Alexia, I have you at the top, so I'll give you the cannon area. Azucena, your area will be the castle. Dominica, you have the green ship. And Ennio, you have the $1 million treasure.
Hell yeah.
Okay, so this game's all about rolling d10s. I've thrown out the d10s. On the right there, you can see a deck of cards with the anchor and the d10 picture on it. I'll just put the X card aside. If we're not having fun, bring that X card down and let us know, and we'll try and change up for you. Yes, you have hero points as well. You each have a hero point, and I have danger points. So what I'm going to do is ask you how you intend to approach this scene.
Are we going to question the merman what the meaning of this is?
Okay, so as a scener, if you look at your character sheet, there are a
Yep.
bunch of traits and skills. So the traits are brawn, which is doing something physical and strength related. Finesse, which is dancing around and being quite dexterous about something. Resolve is a hero's willpower and endurance. Wits is how quickly a hero thinks on her feet. And panache is your charm and hero's personal magnetism. And then you have the set of skills. And you can see on your character sheet the traits and skills that have a lot more dots on them. Your character is better at doing. So look at your high scoring traits and your high scoring skills, and then pick two of those, or the combination that you are intending to use in this scene. And that will be your main drive in the scene, how you're going to handle this scene. So I'll start with you, Alexi.
I guess like apparition kind of appeared before us as merman.
A merman. And these balls are actually glowing red hot. You are in danger of all being damaged or burnt. So I'm just going to move a little threat.
But he didn't look like that he wanted to attack us. He was just saying hello. Sorry, what did he say again?
He's surrounded us with lava balls, conjured an appearance of himself, and
he said
hello, essentially.
Yes.
Right, I guess I would use wits, and this is what you mean, right? You pick a trait and you pick a skill.
Correct. Yep.
Yeah, wits and convince.
Okay. And hold on to that for the moment. This is going to be your approach. And as a scener?
I'm going to go with finesse, and it's either athletics or hide. I don't know which one.
Are you trying to duck behind something, or are you trying to dance dart around?
I'm guessing we're in a little boat, aren't we?
Yep.
So I'm guessing diving into the water while avoiding the lava balls.
Going with a hider? A hide? Yep.
Yeah.
That's fine. Dominica.
Well, first of all, I'm going to go with open PDF so that I can see my character. But apparently it's not.
Engage.
It's really not opening. I'm going to go with I'll go with wit as well and try and see what they're up to. See if I can convince them to tell us what they want.
Yep. So you've got wit, and then you need to pick a skill to go along with that. So there's like convince, tempt, perform, weaponry, empathy, aim, and hide. You're reasonable in.
I'll go with convince for now, just to see if I can convince them to tell us what's going on.
Definitely. That will work. And Ennio.
Can I actually ask a question or two?
Definitely.
I'm just looking at the skills, and I'm assuming stuff like intimidate is pretty obvious, like
yes,
your ability to intimidate. But stuff like empathy, is that your ability to empathize with others, or
use empathy when you want to tell if someone is being genuine. use empathy when you determine someone's general mental state. So it is a sensing skill.
Okay.
From that description.
And tempt is obviously. How is tempt and convince different?
Use tempt when you want to bribe someone to do something that they really shouldn't agree to do. And use convince when you appeal to another's character's better nature. Use convince when you want to assure someone that you're being completely honest with her and she should trust you.
Okay, cool. I might go with is it panache for traits? Is that how it's pronounced?
Yes, that's correct.
And empathy.
Panache and empathy. Excellent. Okay, now we get to roll dice or draw cards. So the number of dots that you have against your trait and your skill, you get to draw that many cards.
So is that traits plus skills or just one or the other?
Add the two together. So
Okay.
Alexi has 3 in wits and 3 in convince. So we add those 3 dots together and get 6. So he gets to draw 6 cards. So on Roll20, if you point towards the top of that card deck, towards the top of the screen or the top of one will rise up. You can click and drag that into your play area as drawing a card. So you bring it into your own personal play area rather than in the sand.
So what do you do with the deck?
Oh, over here. Okay.
Yep, that's it. So you see the deck on the right-hand side, the anchor and the D10 picture?
Mm.
Oh, that deck down there. Right, I see. Yep.
Yep. You point towards the top card, the one sticking slightly up. It'll slide out, and then you can drag that into your play space.
I've got a misbehaving card.
Okay, just
So did I just draw it again?
Reload your screen. Roll20 glitches out when everyone's drawing cards at the same time. Oh. Now that you know what to do, we can do it one at a time after this. And Dominica, you've ended up drawing those cards into your hand, which is above your icon.
Whoops.
That's all right.
Wait, which picture was I? I can't remember.
You're the money, aren't you? Oh no, you're the green boat.
Green boat.
No, you're the
So-
cannon. You are the cannon, Alexi.
Oh.
Okay.
Wait, where were those cards that I drew?
They're above
Okay.
your icon.
Oh, how I get them? How I get them out?
Click on that number,
Oh,
and then you can drag them out from there. That's the other way to get your cards. And now you're trying to make
we're functioning.
10s. You're trying to get groups of 10. 10 or more.
Like 3 10s on me.
So you combine your cards to add up to 10 or more. And each group of 10 counts as 1 raise.
What are aces worth? 1?
1, yes.
Damn.
And any leftovers, just chuck them over to the right in the sand. They're not going to be used. Okay, so at the top we have Alexi with 3 raises. Then we have Azucena, who has 4 raises. followed by Dominica with 4 raises as well. And finally, Ennio has 3 raises. So the person with the most raises gets to go first. So that's between Azucena and Dominica. Which of you ladies would like to go first?
I'll
The
go.
person doing diplomacy can go first.
Okay. So basically, you spend raises by pushing them across into the sand for me. So in this case, just move one of your 10s across into the sand and tell me what you would like to be doing for this action. So that entitles you to an action.
Okay, I would like to convince them to maybe let us pass on to the land. Is that kind of what we're doing?
Yeah, that's exactly it. And so you try and role
Okay.
play it a bit. You're actually talking to the merman now.
Okay.
Put on your best silly voice and go, hello.
Good evening, sir. Your magnificent presence is risking our little boat burning up. Would you be so kind as to just scooch to the side so we could just get onto the shore so we don't drown, and then we can have our conversation?
And he looks a little puzzled and says, we're not stopping you. He hasn't quite understood what you're actually asking for. He doesn't seem to see the danger that he's posing to your boat, but they have cleared a path for you to row through. And
So that's mission.
I will pass the turn on to Azucena. Now, you can choose to change your approach. Anything that doesn't follow the approach that you've set for this round will cost you 2 raises instead of 1 raise.
Okay.
Just in case
So-
you didn't want to jump in the water.
Just in
Yeah,
case my bodyguard
but-
didn't want to abandon me.
I'm not abandoning you. I'm just not getting torched to death straight away.
Just saying.
Well, so you said there is sort of a clearing.
They have opened a gap towards the beach.
Okay, then if I spend 2, I can say brawn and an athletics to row us through that. Start rowing us through that gap.
Correct.
Well, then, seeing the opportunity to move forward or out of danger, I will start the boat going.
And you clear the boat and clear everyone from the immediate danger of the glowing balls of lava.
See, I'm a good bodyguard.
Now, we have 3 tied on 3 raises. I'll say, Alexi, you can go next.
Okay. What are we rowing now? Why he's hovering in the air, or
Yeah. He's sort of following a little bit behind. Still interested and still chatty. If you want to continue with your wits and convince.
yeah? I think I'll introduce myself and say hello. I am that name. The whole name.
Alexi. Alexi Gratian. Yeah. Noah.
Novak. Yeah. Of the Commonwealth, Samaritan Commonwealth.
A prince.
The prince. We saw a flare, so we've come to aid. You in trouble? And what is your name?
My name. Your type has trouble saying my name. Call me Michael.
Hello, Michael. Are you in trouble?
We are. We are in trouble. There is an evil villain that has taken hostages and imprisoned them. Who knows what they're going to do with them?
Oh, that doesn't sound good at all.
No.
We're here to help.
Oh, fantastic. That would be great. And you spend your raise. And finally, Ennio. Your approach was empathy and panache.
Yeah.
What would you like to do?
I'm not entirely sure. I might just trying to think of a way I could word it. I'm trying to ask him for like a more detailed evaluation of the situation.
Ah. Yep. Could you possibly give me a full evaluation of the situation?
Yeah,
How
the
about that?
hostages, as in more of your. So I might be like, this villain. You said this villain has captured more of your hostages. Are these your people, and why has he done so?
And you can spend your raise. And yes, indeed, he has captured my people for nefarious purposes. It gives him power and it allows him to win the hearts of others.
And is he being genuine when he's saying that, or
He is being genuine.
do we roll for that, or
No, that's once you spend a raise, you've won. There are no failures in this game.
Only yes. Only yes.
And that's the the thing to get your head around this game. It's purely what you do. You also have the power to change the scene. So if you wanted any sort of equipment, it's just there ready for you to have.
as in like on the boat?
That's right.
Oh well, actually, what is lying around our lifeboat? If I'm assuming. Oh, sorry.
It's back to Dominica's turn.
Sorry.
Dominica,
Okay.
you continuing with wits and convince, or you can do something else.
Does convincing is it broad? Like
Sure.
under the if I was just to ask him to tell us more about this villain,
Yes.
does that fall under convince?
Yes, definitely.
Okay. So then I guess I'll ask him. It sounds like a terrible tragedy. What kind of horrible person is this villain you speak of?
His name is Lucerne, and he hails from Avalon, which is a long way from here. And he tried to escape, but we were able to track him down by the light of the moon and found him here. My friends were able to sink his ship. And you look around and you can see debris floating around in the waters. But you are here to help. So I should help you. I know something that will help. I will go and get you a rock. And,
Yes.
and he dives into the water. And I'm just going to close off the scene here, unless anyone else had a something else they wanted to do.
I love how like still we're so skeptical of you. Like you're like, like you know what I mean? But yes, everything is yes. Like you can ask whatever you want, and I'll answer everything. And we're like, but are you really going to? Are you
He's
lying?
deceiving us right to the very end.
Are you really? It's funny.
I told you this was a different game.
This is weird.
No, I'm still skeptical because where the tentacled beast lives in the
Well, we
ocean.
can't be
What are we
skeptical.
surrounded by?
Everything is yes. He's on our side. It's weird.
Okay. So I'm going to take all the cards back now. And so you wait a few minutes and he doesn't appear. The balls of lava sort of float off back up towards the shore. Looking over the shore, you can see there is a tower castle, like a single tower, overlooking a cliff by the beach. And that's kind of where the balls were heading off to. You wait another 10 minutes. Wait another 15 minutes.
Red drowned.
It doesn't look like he's coming back.
Maybe he's lost.
I think we should scout ahead and maybe Asina scouts stealthily ahead and lets us know what's up in the other side of the beach or the island or wherever that tower thing is.
So you go
Sounds
to put
good.
the oars in the rowboat to take off again, and the moonlight dims, and the stars all go out. It's got dark all of a sudden, as you are swallowed by a gigantic fish. You see the teeth closing down around you. You are being swallowed by a giant fish. It has you in its mouth. Now,
Well,
we start another scene. So again, I will get you to look at your character sheets. Think about which trait and skill might come in useful. And
Is there a deaf skill somewhere?
okay.
That was a short campaign.
There's combat. Yeah. To kill you, I need to get you on 20 wounds, pretty much, or 4 dramatic wounds, and then have a villain strike you, and no one else has a hero point to be able to save you. It's nearly impossible for me to kill you. You are heroes in a hero.
Prove you wrong.
Okay.
We're Captain Jack and Davy Jones's locker.
That's right. It's just you're as invulnerable as Captain Jack is.
Nice.
Joke's on you, I'm not Captain Jack.
I know who you are. Okay, Alexi, have you thought about this?
Yep.
What skills are you looking for? What trait and what skill?
Let's go brawn and I was gonna go ride.
You can. If and I encourage you to take that up.
Okay,
Can we lock that in? Yeah, excellent.
lock that in.
As a Asina,
Okay, I'm going with wits and athletics for this one.
wits and athletics.
Like swinging an oar. Sort of.
Yeah.
Is that going to be? Yeah.
Yep. So
There's some maneuver I want to try.
yeah. Okay. Fantastic. Dominica?
I might go with finesse and aim, I think.
Very good. And Ennio?
Finesse and athletics, please.
Finesse and athletics. Very good. So, look at the number of dots against those traits and skills. That's the number of cards you will get to draw. Draw them up and make your raises.
Refresh.
Yikes.
I'm really liking these cards.
Oh,
Yeah.
sure.
That's gonna be 110.
You got one.
I think
Make
so.
2, can't
No, I can't, Miles.
you? Put a 3 on the 7,
Yep.
and then you've got another 7, 8, 9, 10.
Yeah, you can get two. I actually only.
Oh, sorry, I'm just colorblind.
Doesn't work here, mate.
He does. He's got 1 red there. It's throwing him off.
Yeah, so colorblind. Ugh.
And
Okay, there we go.
we have 2 paired with 3 raises. So Azucena or Ennio, we like Ennio to start this one, maybe.
Sure.
Well, I have to say this is a new experience. I can't say I've ever been swallowed by a giant fish before.
And say that in character. Give us the.
It's Gads, man!
That's it.
It's a giant fish! Are we falling? Or anything?
Yes,
You can be if you want to be.
That's
That's great. I love that. Stop asking questions where it's bad. Stop asking questions where it's
All of
bad.
a sudden, we all get shot out of the blowhole at the top, and there's a ready-made saddle. I guess I just assessed the situation. What kind? Like,
So your approach was going to be finesse.
is there any way I could actually? Yeah, is there any way like? The teeth obviously aren't opening. Is there any way I can finagle, like, any way out? Or
Yes, you tell me how you do.
okay, well, I'd like to.
Great.
I'd like to make a dramatic last-minute dive through the closing teeth.
Fantastic. Yes.
Abandonment. Wow.
He's probably going for help. So yes, spend your raise, and you do a last-minute dive through the teeth just before they close.
And I don't need to roll.
No, there's no. the roll
This
is
is
already
so.
done.
This is so jarring.
And back to Azucena, our bodyguard.
Okay. Well, my wits and athletics has me thinking the boat's falling. We're being locked in. To save everyone, I'm going to hit the back and induce a gag reflex.
Okay. Fantastic. So you're lifting up your oar.
The oar, swatting it as we go, as the boat goes by,
There's
and
a
hoping
giant
for the best.
tonsil there ready
Yep.
to go. You hit the tonsil, and the fish is beginning to gag.
Nice.
And
What could go wrong?
I will go back to Alexi.
Right. I picked Brawn and Ride, didn't I?
Yes, you did.
Jump on that console, Sean. Jump on that
So-
console.
Just to explain, where inside the mouth of the monster, it's closed or open?
It's just closed.
It's just closed. Okay, so it's like dark.
It can be, or
It's not dark.
if you want, that's right. That's
It's as
true.
bright as a sunny
I need to be
day.
asking the questions reverse psychology. I'm so sorry. I need to think first.
You should be telling me that there's a luminescent glow
Right.
within the mouth that is lighting
Okay.
the whole scene.
So there's a luminescent glow inside the mouth. Next to the tonsil, there's another part of this creature's anatomy.
Yes.
And because I know how to ride these horses back in my land, and I know what to do here because I've seen this fish before, I'm going to grab onto the luminescent tonsil and ride it
Okay.
to open up the mouth of this fish so we can escape.
It's already started gagging, so yes, the mouth is opening, and with that, you are able to open the mouth further, and you're actually able to steer the fish.
To the land.
Nice.
Yes, you can steer it to land.
Well, should we swallow Enio up again first?
So just because Dominica hasn't had a turn this scene, I'm going to say you can spend your raise if you want, Dominica.
No, that's all good.
You were trying aim and finesse.
Yeah, because I was going to like shoot it. I don't know, probably with a bow and try and get it to gag as well. So that's
You
already
can do
been
that
done.
as well. You're assisting.
Okay,
Yeah.
I will assist in the gagging of the fish.
Wow. Wow.
I don't want to say that sounds like a euphemism for anything.
That's a phrase you don't hear often or regularly.
I hope
Okay.
less than one brain cell was put into that sentence.
What did you do in that campaign? Help gag a fish. Oh, yeah.
And Enio, you may choose. You're in control of whether you want to be re-swallowed by the fish or not.
I mean,
You're
I feel like
totally
I've gone
in control
through all.
of your own.
I feel like I've gone through all this effort now.
So you can spend another raise and sort of ride the top of it if you want.
Yeah, that sounds cool.
And that still fits into your finesse athletics. So you only need to spend one raise there. So, and I imagine as you sort of hit the shore, the the fish vomits you out along with a bunch of other refuse. Enio slides down and joins you on your boat as the boat is launched pretty much onto the beach from the fish.
Nice.
Bossy.
I'll close that scene off there.
Stylish.
We can have.
We acquire any rock.
Oh, there is a rock.
Nice.
And the rock is part of the refuse that spits out of this the fish, and it is a chunk of rock that looks like it's infused with gemstones. And
Before anyone notices, that's getting pocketed.
it is the gemstones are actually glowing slightly.
It's all right. Nothing a leather
we can
pouch won't
see
hide.
it through your pocket.
No, if he's fine, he's got that, and he spent the raise to do that because he still had a raise left. Okay. The next scene. From the top of the cliff, you have been spotted. And
I would be worried if we weren't after all that.
That was such a subtle entrance.
Yes, it was a subtle entrance, wasn't it?
Actually, to a seaside cave that gave us plenty of cover.
So, there are a whole bunch of... I'll put the hero points back in a second.
Oh, good. I'm like, they're on my board.
There are 2 groups of 8 pirates. They are pirate guards. And they are rushing down to confront you. Followed slightly behind is a very wicked looking pirate. And behind him you can see people tied up with ropes that look like they've been beaten up quite severely. Some poor innocents in need of rescue. So, we're now into a combat scene. Again, you can tackle the combat scene any way you like. Look at your character sheets, look at the traits and the skills, and this is how you will be tackling the first round of combat.
Are you saying we expend point? There's multiple rounds where we re-choose our traits and skills, or
That's correct.
Can we join the pirates?
What do you want to do?
Join the pirates?
Yeah, so you can trick them into thinking that you're on their side if you like.
Oh, but I can't actually become a pirate.
Okay, so in this game, anyone who becomes a pirate is an automatic NPC. If you can only be heroes in this game, you can only be good characters. You can be Robin Hood type characters that are taking down evil lords that are doing nasty things, but you are genuinely good and looking to do good. So you can definitely sort of trick the bad guys into thinking you're helping them and then turn around and do something nasty to them.
Alright. I could be a good pirate. I can be a good pirate.
And that is something that you could be already. Maybe you are a good pirate. And this is a rival pirate.
Alright, let's go with that then. That sounds much more exciting.
Excellent. You are rival pirates. You recognize this guy as Lucerne, and he's been raiding villages up and down the coast and taking away villages to form part of his crew. And you can see his crew are quite motley. And they've got scars over them. And they're looking at you in a fierce way. But you are heroes. You can best these guys without any trouble, I'm sure.
Worse.
I look at them even fiercer.
Alexi, what approach are you choosing?
Ooh. So we're not really in the combat yet. Like, so they're running down the beachhead and we're on the beach. Is that kind of like where we are?
Again, they can be anywhere you want them to be.
Right. Okay. Cool.
And the person that takes the first round will probably dictate that.
Yeah. So I could ruin all my plan there. Let's knowing my cards. Let's go for when you said there was different rounds where you pick new traits and skills? What are you saying? How does that get dictated, or is
So
it just kind of like
when we all run out of
turns?
turns, out of raises, then we get to draw them again.
Do we get to pick different traits and skills at that point,
You
or
do. Yes.
cool? Okay, let's try brawn and intimidate.
Excellent. Brawn and intimidate. And a Zasina.
I'm going to go with finesse and athletics.
And you guys can start drawing those cards if you like. Dominica.
I'm going to go with wits and perform.
Nice. And Ennio.
Another question. Sorry.
No, good.
Is brawn to do with like you mentioned it's strength? Does that directly translate to combat, or like so? For example, it says that one of my advantages is Duelist Academy.
Yes.
You were trained in the Ambrosia style of dueling.
Yes.
Would that be finesse or brawn?
This is you here.
So that one is definitely weaponry, and again, you can go with a stylish slash, or you could go with pure strength. It will work either way.
I think stylish is the way to go. Finesse and weaponry, please.
Finesse and weaponry. And yeah, you've got there's a whole nother page of rules on that, which I'll dig out in a moment. But yeah, draw your cards, make your raises. And what have we ended up with? Three raises, 2 raises. Oh, 2 raises. Okay, so it's between Azucena and Dominica. Who would like to go first there?
Dominique is going to be trying to do something witty, isn't she?
Looks like it.
Let's see how that plays out.
Okay.
I'm going to convince them that I'm actually on their side. I'm going to fake fight someone and then kind of like
So you picked wits and
sneak
perform.
kill someone. Yeah.
Did you want wits and convince?
Well, it's more of a performance. Like I'm going to be acting like I'm their team, but then turn around and stab one of them, if that's okay.
Oh yeah, for sure. And so, tell me how that works for you.
Does it?
Yeah. Yes, it does.
It's all about story. We're presenting our story to Dad here.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I scream as I run towards one of them, like gesturing wildly over my shoulder. They're following me. They're coming to attack us all. They're kind of thing.
Yeah. Yep. And then, is it what weapon are you using there?
A dagger, I guess.
Yes, I like that. And he's down. Spend your raise.
I'm done now.
And back to Azucena.
Okay, I'm going to use my small and nimble self to make a dash up the beach towards the captain, weaving my way amongst all the pirates.
Going straight for the captain. Very
Yeah.
good. What are you doing when you get there?
I'm preparing to
Decapitate.
hold him at rapier point.
Just hold him back.
Yeah, until everyone else is handled. Well, if I could I've got to probably disarm him before I can sort of get behind him with a knife there. So I've got to be undetected first.
Just to let you know,
Yeah.
villains are almost as tough as heroes.
Cool.
And I've just drawn physical cards to save cluttering up the table.
Yeah.
And
What's this? If I've used my small size as an advantage, it says gain 1 bonus die.
Yep. So in next round, you'll get another card on top of that.
Fair enough. For that, I'm at him with my rapier drawn, ready to menace him.
Okay. So spend your hero
And
point.
that's the point.
He gives out a villainous laugh. He's on 3 raises as well at the moment. So he will spend a raise. Actually, he's going to spend 2 raises. He's pulling out his flint pistol and shooting Azucena.
Oh no.
That will do 2 regular wounds, and we'll do a dramatic wound. So, how do you picture yourself being injured there? You've got a dramatic wound.
Tis but
I picture it grazing my left shoulder as I'm dominating right hand. I've been turned to him, and he's knocked me off my stance.
Yes, he has. Now, again in this game, when you get injured, you get stronger. You now get a bonus dice as well to all your risks.
Plus 1d10 to all risks.
That's correct, which is an extra card. So you'll be getting 2 extra cards in the next round.
Nice.
It's so weird. This game is so nice to us.
Yeah, except if I get another dramatic rune, then the villain gets bonus dice against me.
That's right. And then 3,
I can read.
And you start getting better again. But at the moment, your adrenaline's pumping and you are feeling stronger for being wounded. And that was 3. No one left with 3. And Alexi and Ennio, you haven't had a go yet. Who would like to go next?
Is it right if I go?
Sure.
I think I'm going to try and swindle my way out of this one. We'll see how we go. What did I pick? Brawn and Intimidate, yeah?
Yes.
Okay, and the scene was somewhere, I think, on like the beach or something, wasn't it?
You tell me.
Oh, okay. No one said a scene. Okay. So we're obviously along a beachhead, near that whatever tower thing. There's obviously the 8 people, 16 in total, along the beachhead, and the captain behind them, or that villain guy.
Yeah.
I stand in front of the now only one other person next to me, Ennio. Sorry, can't pronounce his name. And
Vespucci.
demand that they all drop their weapons and bow down before. I'll say my name and title because,
Yes.
for the sake of it, I can't pronounce it again. How dare you raise your arms against me? I am the Prince of the Samaritan Commonwealth. Kneel before me and beg for forgiveness. If you don't do this, harsh penalties will come. In fact, my armada is here. All 5 battleships are here as we're traveling through. Don't you dare make me call them. And in that instant, I put my hand on my sword because I want to look heroic. And the other hand, I draw a flare gun. And I get it ready to shoot in the sky to say, get down your knees now. Drop your weapons.
Excellent. So, how many razors do you have left? So, if you spend those 2, you will convince 2 of the people.
Great.
Well, that
It's the
effort.
brutal Pete we know.
So, you can spend
Yeah.
you spend your 2 razors, and we'll take 2 of those people away. And I'll just start. You want from the top or the bottom?
At the top.
There we go. There were some loyal people amongst. There were some people from your Commonwealth, but the majority are not convinced.
Clearly, they didn't drop their arms.
Yeah, they're more scared.
We'll have to lock them up.
Their captain. Okay. Ennio, time to come in and save the day, I think.
I would like to run to my sister's aid and deliver a flurry of blows to as many would-be attackers as possible.
Yes. And so, you get to choose between dueling moves and so you each raise that you spend does a different dueling move. So you can slash, parry, feint, lunge, bash, or repose.
Okay.
And I believe slash is the nasty one there. You cannot do 2 of the same in a row, however.
Okay, I think I might start with slash to get things going.
Certainly. And so you're trying to protect your sister from these hordes of pirates?
Yeah.
So with a slash move, it deals a number of wounds equal to your ranks in weaponry. So you spend 110, 1 raise, and you get to knock out 3. Three of these pirates in 1 slash.
Hell yeah.
And then you're left with a choice between parry, feint, lunge, bash, or repose. And the next clever one to do, I think, is parry. So
okay, I'll just I just found the page of dueling, so I'll give that a bit of a read up while but yeah, I'll go for parry for now.
So you put your weapon between yourself and harm. You prevent a number of wounds equal to your ranks in weaponry. And you can activate parry your action only immediately following a maneuver that caused your wounds. So this is sort of you're about to be wounded, so this will prevent 3 guards. You're parrying with 3 guards that won't be doing wounds this turn.
Cool.
And you can spend that raise. Dominica. Oh, sorry.
Okay.
We've still got Azucena, but Dominica hasn't had a go yet. Or has Azucena not had a go? Or have you both had a turn?
Oh, she did a feint, but she can keep going.
Yeah. Dominica, you've got 2 raises left. Can you not hear us?
I'm still doing performance.
Okay. So you swing on.
Sorry, I changed it to push to talk. My bad.
Oh, good.
Can I
Yes.
do kind of a fancy like performance, like kind of like a dance move, but it basically ends up kicking sand into one of the pirates' faces, and then I can get him with the dagger while his eyes are blinded?
Definitely. That is the way to do it.
This is so good.
You kick sand in his face, and he is down. And you can spend your raise there. And
Awesome.
you can continue on if you like. You spend your next raise.
Could I?
Yes, you can.
Maybe I'm just thinking, maybe use one of the front lads and vault over them.
I think you dropped out. I heard.
Yeah, we lost you there.
It was all so good too. She was vaulting. She's in the air.
I'm
I
still
picture this scene where everyone's walking normally, but there's just this Richard
Or like they're
just suspended in the middle of the air,
Yeah.
halfway through a front flip.
Or everyone's just like got like a confused look on their face, like, is this even possible? And then do the action and then be surprised in the outcome.
Actually, that's part of her magic at the moment. She is literally hovering in the air as she's vaulted over this person.
She's flying and screeching like a banshee towards the pirate boss.
It's got to be some sandy loss there, isn't there?
Yeah. Nope. You back?
No, it looks like she's just disconnected and going offline.
No, she left Discord, just trying to sort stuff out. Looks like.
Get a reconnect.
She just sent me saying her Discord isn't responding.
Okay, so the trick is to disconnect and reconnect. That should clean it up. But in the meantime, Azucena, you have 2 raises.
Yeah, so I'm not taking too kindly to that shot. So to do something that isn't my structure, I've got to spend 2 raises to make a lash out, don't I? With my rapier.
Is that in the rules there against your shoot?
Is if I'm doing something other than my finesse and athletics, if I want to use my weaponry, it's going to cost me 2 things, is it?
Yes. So you're working with athletics and finesse.
Yes.
But I kind of see that as using your rapier.
Okay. Cool. Well then. That is what I'm going to be doing. I'm going to be lunging, trying to disarm, lunge my Yeah, he's already taken. You said that was that's a one-shot pistol, isn't it? The priority pistol. You got
It
to
is a
take.
one-shot pistol,
Yeah,
and these pistols take 5 razors before you can reload them.
yeah, they take bloody forever to reload. So knowing that's not the immediate threat, I'm going to try and finesse my rapier at his sword hand and try and disarm him. His sword.
And you can do that.
Wonderful.
Spend your raise.
Raise is spent.
Are you back, Dominica?
Yes, I am. I think.
Yes. So while the combat has been continuing, you have used your magic to freeze mid-air above one of the guards you were jumping over.
Well, that's cool.
And now you can continue what you were planning to do.
Cool. So now, basically, just finish and stabbing him in the back of the neck
Oh,
with my dagger.
Ouch.
Is that
that is a thing. And
Ooh, cool.
he is down.
Nice.
And I'll just bunch this one with that one. These two are in front of that one. And last raise as Asuna.
Okay, well, then continuing the motion, I'm going to try and work my way behind the captain and hold my rapier to his neck
Okay,
and try to hold him hostage.
very good. Spend your raise. And the villain has 1 raise left to complete the round, which he uses to escape your grip.
What an asshole.
He kicks back with his foot and lifts up with his arms and breaks out of your grip. Spins around and looks at his sword that's by his foot. Okay, so this is the end of the round. We have 2 brute squads still left, 2 sets of pirates, and at the end of the round they do their damage, and they will be doing 3 damage to Dominica. They're not happy about being toyed about.
Being styled on by people literally suspended in the air.
So your hit points are actually sort of double what you can see on the screen. They have the death spiral dun, 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 on the character sheet, which is actually how it should be laid out, but I didn't have enough room on Roll20. Grid and stuff. So those 3 will be doing 3 to you, and Ennio is being hit from the flanks by these other 2 that he has not tied up with his parry. And then those 2 will rejoin the group, and I will recall all the cards, and we get to choose a new approach. Have a think about your approach. to the next round. Alexi?
Yeah. So with the advantages, like, so I've got large there. I know Miles mentioned something about his one.
Yes.
Was that an extra card? Is that how that works? If I like, what does that mean?
So these are all things you can use to play the game.
Right.
They're your sort of special abilities.
So if I wanted to get, I presume the game one bonus dies for the cards I get at the beginning. So I need to, like, say, state my trait, state my skill, and say I want to enact large because that's what I'm going for.
Easier due to your size. So, yeah, in fact, what you just did worked for your size, intimidating everybody. Yes. So
Yeah.
you will be getting your bonus card this round.
Right. So I don't need to pick the same, say, like, skill. Like, that says about intimidating. If I picked warfare or weaponry, I would still get the extra.
As long as it counts, if you can tell me that it being large helps you there.
Yep.
Then
Cool.
yes.
Sweet. Yeah. Okay. That's what I. Yeah. Okay. That's what I was wondering.
Yep. So what would you like?
Um.
How would you like to approach this next round?
Yeah, I'll go brawn again, and let's do. Let's do like
And I meant to be keeping this snappy.
warfare.
Warfare.
Yep.
Okay. As a scene.
Okay, well, I'm going to go with finesse and weaponry as this duel continues.
Very good. Dominica?
I'm going to go finesse and weaponry.
Okay. And Ennio? Hello, Ennio. You're on mute.
Sorry, I forgot about push to talk. We're not allowed to pick the same traits and skills as last time, are we?
You can.
Oh, we can?
Yep.
Oh, well, then I'll just go with finesse and weaponry again.
It's better if you don't.
Oh, better if I don't.
Just mixes it up. That's
Yeah, okay, well,
go with your brawn and weaponry.
brawn and weaponry, yeah. Okay, I'll do that. Brawn and weaponry.
Or, you can go with your panache and weaponry if you want to be charming about it.
Oh, cracking jokes.
Yeah. It's all
Sure,
possible.
I'll go panache and weaponry.
Okay. Panache and weaponry. That's what the sword slinging folk are all doing. And draw up your cards. Make your 10s or your raises. Being pretty good this round, Alexi.
Yeah.
As a scene is looking good.
I did get the bonuses.
Ah, that's right.
I'm just happy to see the tens.
The other thing you can do at this point, before we head into the round, is you can spend a hero point to help one of your friends. If you help one of your friends, you will give them 3 extra cards.
When you say spend a hero point, that's like the 10, is it?
No, the hero point
That's
is
the coin we've got.
golden coin.
Oh, okay.
I would actually like to spend my hero point to give as a scene some extra cards.
Certainly. So you get to draw 3 extra as a scene.
Okay.
And how are you helping?
And this is
Me?
before I discarded that, isn't it?
Yes, that's right.
Yeah. How am I helping?
Yes.
I'm shouting words of encouragement across the field to him, saying that I'll be over in a tick after I'm finished with these guys.
Fantastic. That works great. Okay. So we have 5, 5, 3, and 4 between Alexi and Azucena. Who would like to start the round?
Azucena.
Lexi can. Oh,
Damn it!
I'm only going to be... Okay, I will. All right. Well, he's eyeing off his sword that's on the desert, sandy shore.
Yes.
So I want to back him away from that. So I'm going to try and cover some distance and push him away from his sword by swinging my rapier towards him.
And you do that. He is away from the sword, and you're able to scoop up his sword if you like.
Wonderful. Two-handed mode. Not really.
And you can lay in another whack if you like.
Yeah. All right. I'm gonna lunge at him. Pokey pokey.
And
Might stab him where he shot me.
he suffers a wound with that spend of the raise.
Beautiful.
And Alexi.
I don't really know how this is going to work, but like with my warfare and military expertise, can I somehow try to analyze the best method of killing more than one person at a time? is that like a... Yep, it is a thing because you're about to say yes.
So
and analyze what I want to do.
You are sort of standing at the top of the chess set, seeing where all the players are, and you're able to guide your fellow team to get strikes in a better way. Is that what you were looking for?
Correct. Yep. I want to decimate the enemy
Yes.
the quickest, best way possible.
So you can spend as many raises as you like to do that, and for each raise you will be taking out one of the pirate guards.
How many's left? Sorry, is it 3 and then the bottom group?
There's 3 and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 at the bottom.
Yeah, I'll take out 5.
Take out the full group at the bottom?
Yeah.
Or split it?
Nah, I'll just take out the group at the bottom.
Okay. So you are able to guide Ennio and Dominica in a strategic flanking pattern. And I imagine you assist somewhat, but they're gone. They're knocked down. And in this
Teach
game,
those traitorous bastards, right?
we really should be knocking them out, not necessarily killing them outright as heroes.
That's what we did.
But haven't we been killing them the whole time?
Possibly, maybe.
Look, all I'm going to say is Prince Alexi did give them a chance.
Yes.
And technically, I do have the criminal quirk where I earn hero points for breaking the law in the pursuit of a noble endeavor.
I also
This
have
is noble.
I also have the hothead hubris, which means that I fly off the handle and lose my temper.
Okay. So.
And I have
Hey,
one
can I retro?
that works as well.
Can I retroactively activate Victorious?
You can.
It's the first time I wound a villain during a fight to make her take a dramatic rune in addition.
Yep.
Nice.
So the stars are the dramatic wounds. And how is you've paralleled that gunshot wound. That's what you were aiming for.
Paralleled that gunshot. That's what I was doing.
Yes.
That'll teach him.
People were also looking at their other skills and things. Did anyone else want to jump in there?
Quick reflexes. Does that need to be done at the start of a turn?
Quick reflexes?
Choose one skill. You always take actions as if you had an additional raise to spend when you use that skill.
I would say your quick reflexes was with weaponry, wouldn't you?
Yeah.
So, yep, grab yourself an extra card.
Oh, beauty. A whole 6.
Was anyone else? Okay. Yep, so the 6 gets discarded.
Wunderbar.
And as a senior, you just had a turn, didn't you? So
Yeah.
not Dominica. You're still on 3 raises there. So I'll give Ennio
Yeah.
a turn, since Ennio has 4 raises left.
I would like to turn to the 3 left. Say that their blades feel like the brushes of feathers, and then immediately slash all 3 of them.
Spend your raise. Hair slashed. Okay. And Dominica.
Yes. Wait, they're all gone.
They're all. You look around. There are bodies everywhere.
Gotta keep up, sis.
They're all knocked out.
Knocked out. They are all knocked out.
They are all knocked out. Some are
Yeah,
bleeding.
the
and
blood is
bruised.
just a theatrical effects.
That's correct.
I applaud ourselves, I guess.
Very good. So the applauding is not in your finesse weaponry. So that will cost you 2 raises.
It was a real big clap. Like my hands are about to fall off.
Actually, what you can see, there's other people joining you in the clapping, at least they, as much as they can, being tied up. The poor innocents.
Oh, I should have gone and helped them.
And I will let you do that with those 2 raises.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna go help them. I'm gonna go untie
have
them.
freed the innocents.
Yes.
And they are joining you in the applause. Okay, Azucena.
Okay, now that I'm getting the upper hand, I'm going to wish my rapier between his feet and try and trip him over.
And you do trip
Flashing
him over.
away. Excellent.
And as you trip him over, he spends a raise to grab back his sword.
He what, mate?
And you notice something.
Can I spend a raise to stab my rapier through the hand that's grabbing the sword?
You can.
I want to put my rapier through his hand.
Go for it. And he spends a raise to try and slash you back. However, his sword pierces your pocket and hits the stone. Hits the rock.
My precious.
And there is a magical reaction. The sword explodes in a dust cloud. And hundreds of lights shoot out from within the space that was the sword. And there's some chirps of, "We're free!" And you see more of these mermaid-type hovering balls, more of the lava-type balls, form and start spinning. There is a huge heart-shaped opening rip in the air as a portal is formed. And the newly released mermaids and mermen grab hold of the pirate's shoulders and drag him back through it, with him screaming.
Roll for
Excellent.
sanity.
Can I just point something
Yes.
You mean I just leveled up?
out? Or every single one of other Pete's tabletop games. A portal opens and some foul tentacled beast comes out and drives you insane. This one, a lovely heart-shaped portal opens and drags the main antagonist through it.
Yes.
Success is ours.
You have succeeded. You have defeated the pirate. You have released the Fae, and you have rescued the prisoners of the castle. Congratulations. Thank you for playing.
Yes.